Combat Sports. Let's go back. What's up, man? What's good, boxing heads? It's your man, Amazing Eric, with another episode of Amazing Combat Sports. Listen, I just love talking boxing. That's what we're gonna do in today's video. Let's just chop it up and talk some boxing. Have you ever been out moving around in your day, at your gym, at your job, at a get-together or something, and you meet someone and you hear them talking boxing, and then you shoot a little bit at them? They mention Floyd, they mention Pacquaio, you're like, oh, okay, everybody, yeah, Canelo, oh yeah, Deontay Wilder just had a fight. Then they say something about like Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia. You're like, what? And don't let them mention somebody like, Terrence Crawford. You're like, wait a minute, wait. And when you find out that they really love boxing like you feel like you got a brother. You get hype because we love this crazy crooked sport that makes us so mad called boxing. So let's talk a little boxing today. I want to discuss why Tyson Fury and Floyd Mayweather never knock anyone out. They rarely even drop people. Why do these two fighters never seem to score KOs or knockdowns? Now, it is important to note that pretty boy Floyd Mayweather would jack your jaw, knock you out, and stop you. Oh, yes, he would. You could get stopped messing with pretty boy Floyd. But Money Mayweather, the businessman, things change. It's like he came back, and when he took on the whole Money Mayweather thing, he stopped hurting people like that. He stopped swinging to hurt people like that. So I want to break it down today and give you 3 reasons why Tyson Fury and Floyd Mayweather do not score knockdowns and knockouts. And y'all know it's not a real video until we drop the motto. Somebody drop that motto for him. Play it real loud for him right now, y'all. Let's go back. All right, now we can get it started for real though. We can really get it going right now. Okay, as we jump into this, just sit back, relax. Let's just talk some boxing. And again, I'm no expert. Who is that? Charles Barkley used to say, only God is an expert. Charles Barkley, that's a whole other subject. I used to really like Charles Barkley. Now lately, Charles Barkley be making me want to slap him upside his head, but we'll hold that one for another discussion. Anyway, let's jump into it. Why Floyd Mayweather and Tyson Fury do not score knockouts or pretty much not even score knockdowns. 3 reasons. Reason number 1, it's gonna sound really simple, but this is the first reason I come up with why they don't do it. Reason number 1 is they don't want to. I know that sounds very simple, but truth be told, they don't want to. It's not their MO. It's not who they are. It's not part of their makeup. To them, boxing is actually just a sport. It really is. It's just a sport. It's like a high stakes game of gotcha that they just both happen to be exceptional at. If they're not in there trying to really crack someone or hurt someone. Wait a minute, hold on one second. This picture that just popped up though. This picture, why y'all do me like this? This picture that just popped up. It's late at night, maybe I'm just loopy or tired. We're gonna get back to it. We are going to finish it, but I had to stop it. Hey, if you lay your phone down and you like to listen to this and just let the sound play, I'm gonna give you a second. Come back to me, pick up your phone because I want you to look at this picture with me. I gotta say something about this picture. Look at this picture. It looks like Floyd and Manny are like praying for each other's ears at the same time. I don't know why this picture is tripping me out so bad, but it looks like they're both laying hands and praying for each other's ears. I can just hear it now. That's how my mind is going right now. I can hear Floyd on his side. Can't you hear Floyd just, God, I just ask you right now to bless Manny Pacquiao to listen to me. No disrespect, God, not you, but me. No disrespect. I mean, I love God. I love you. just like I love Deontay Wilder. I just wanted him to lose the other night or something. I wanted Fury to beat him, but I love Deontay Wilder. But anyway, God, I need Pacquiao to keep listening to me, not you, because I told him that he should sign with Al, and he did it. And again, God, no disrespect, but the last time I checked, you didn't make $300 million for one fight. That was me. That was me, God. And also, Pacquiao needs to just keep listening to me because last time I checked again, he still got Marquez and RS problems. And then you can hear Pacquiao on the other side. You know you can hear Pacquiao right on the other side. God, we just asked you right now to bless Floyd's ears, and God, please bless Floyd to do the hear and anything because he needs to stay away from the women, and Adrian Broner, leave him alone. He's bad example. I'm going to knock him out, and just bless Floyd ears so he can get saved. I don't know, y'all. It's late at night. I'm on one. Okay, back to what we were talking about. That picture just threw me off. The last broadcast HBO just had, I think it was the Cecilia Brækhus fight, the Clarissa Shields card there in Carson. Was it Carson? No, it was at the StubHub Center. I'm mixing up on that. Don't worry about that. The last one, you know what I'm talking about, when Jim Lampley was crying and wiping his face and his nose and snot, ear wax and juice falling out his ear. Oh man, I am gonna miss Jim Lampley though, man. Even when I want to be mad at him, it's just weird to think he's not gonna be in boxing anymore. It's just a weird thing. But anyway, Jim Lampley was telling a story about Emanuel Steward, and he said Emanuel Steward told him about Tyson Fury years ago when he was training him, which was something I didn't know. I didn't know Emanuel Steward trained Tyson Fury, but Emanuel Steward told Jim Lampley he's gonna be the heavyweight champion, and people are gonna hate to see him fight. Because he's 6'9", 84, 85-inch arms. He doesn't really want to engage. He wants to play defense first, and he's really good at it. That's what they do. Think about the fighters. Think about certain boxers who have fought them. Let's think Andre Berto. Andre Berto said something. He gave one of the best post-Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather that is, post-Money Mayweather breakdowns. I think Fight Hype had it. It was the best one I've heard. He broke down for you what it's like to be in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. And he said, you're open, and a lot of times he won't even take the opening. He said Floyd is not in there trying to really clip you like that, but he leaves you so open, and you've been a boxer your whole life, so the threat of being clipped always has you off balance. He said sometimes you're wide open and you look open, and Floyd is just looking at you being open, and he won't even clip you in that moment because he's not in there really trying to hurt you. Tyson Fury, the same way. He would rather jump around, talk a lot, get everybody hype, and then get in the ring, and Tyson Fury really kind of wants a stinker. The Deontay Wilder fight was exciting because it was pins and needles, but there were a lot of rounds where they were just picking and poking. Let's be real. Tyson Fury, as long as it's a stinker, he's doing what he wants to do. Floyd Mayweather, as long as he can have the fight boring and slow and at his pace, he's doing what he wants to do. They want to play gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So when you're open, they want to tap you on the chin. Boom, gotcha, slip out. Boom, move around. Gotcha, ooh, gotcha, and pile up points. They're like basketball players. They just want to score buckets. And at the end of the game, they want to have more points than you. They don't want to sit down and hurt you. Fighters who really want to sit down and hurt you. Let me show you a clip right here. Look at this clip right here. This is Floyd Mayweather Jr. on Juan Manuel Marquez. Look at Marquez throws this jab out there, and Floyd Mayweather has this open right hand that he lands beautifully, but if you look at him, he's already ready to slip out of there, get out. He ducks the counter right from Marquez. It's beautiful because he's a master at that form of boxing. He is an absolute Picasso in that form. This is one of the more beautiful, kind of gifts that you can see on boxing, because it just is the sport of hitting and not getting hit. A lot of fighters get hit with their counter right hand, or they sleep their opponent right there because they're in there to hurt you. They're trying to clip you. When they see the opening, they are bearing down and trying to drop you in a moment like that. But not Floyd. He's just trying to, gotcha, Marquez. Let me slip out the side door. That's what Floyd does. Tyson Fury is very similar to that. They're not looking to get you out. They're both just kind of in there doing their own thing in a sport. It's not that serious. And that doesn't mean that everybody in boxing is bad, but most fighters want to hurt you. That's part of why they fight. Deontay Wilder wants to hurt you. He told you he could catch a body. That's what he said, and a lot of y'all got mad, but Deontay said it. So I'm going to stand with him. He said it. So anyway, that's what Deontay says. You take the nicer guys. Take Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. They're both getting ready to fight. Two guys that are more soft-spoken. They don't talk a lot. When they start talking more, it feels like they're trying to sell a fight. They're just by nature. They're not real talkative. They seem like they're really cool. Seems like if you met Mikey Garcia, you could just kick it with him. Seems like if you met Errol Spence, I'm sure my man Black Fight Fan can attest to this, you could just kick it with him. People who actually know him. Really down-to-earth guys, but they will hurt you. They will absolutely hurt you. We've seen in my intro, Mikey sleeping somebody in the intro. In the intro at the beginning, Errol Spence is changing Kell Brook's nose. But Floyd Mayweather, Tyson Fury don't score a lot of knockouts. Reason number one, because they don't want to. It's not their MO. Reason number two I have, we're almost through this already, but reason number two I have, and this is gonna sound really funny, you know how I throw stuff out there. Reason number two, they don't want to step on the mat. That's right. They don't want to step on the mat. And no, you're saying, Eric, you're crazy. What do you mean they don't want to step on the mat? Every time they fight, they step into the ring. They step on the mat. What do you mean? I mean they don't want to step into the mat, put themselves in harm's way enough to deliver a knockout blow. Another way of saying this is, you ever heard people say they need to sit down on their punches? You need to sit down on your punches. Listen, anybody who knows boxing will break down to you. You actually generate power from the floor up. Some people don't know that. You're not just swinging your arms. You start with your legs. You have to dig into that floor, push off that floor, propel yourself into your opponent. That's how you get that power. That's how you generate that torque. Some people talk about that, punching from the floor up. Or some people say he knocked him out from the floor up. A perfect example of this is Juan Manuel Marquez knocking out Manny Pacquiao. The reason that knockout was so brutal, not only was Manny Pacquiao coming toward him. Now think about that for a minute. That is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyson Fury will knock you out. We're going to get back to the Manny Pacquiao thing, but that just, a light just popped onto my head. I want to share this with you guys. I want to share this. Follow me, follow me. Floyd Mayweather and Tyson Fury will knock you out a lot of times if you are coming towards them, because that way they don't have to step on the mat, dig in, plant their feet, and just really reach out at you like that. When you bring it to them, a la Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton just kept diving in until finally he ran right into that check left hook. It was perfect, and his head ate up that ring post. Y'all remember that? I love Ricky Hitman Hatton, but guess what? He ate that ring post that day. That check left hook sent him into La La Land. Same with Tyson Fury. Think about when Tyson Fury was talking about how he was going to knock out Deontay Wilder. Think about that. You remember what he said? He said, I'm going to knock him out. He didn't say he was going to go out and just stretch him. He said, I'm going to jab him, I'm going to trick him, and I'm going to run him into something. Whenever someone says they're going to run you into something, that means they're trying to set you up for you to be coming at them, for them to have your timing down perfect, just like Marquez did Pacquiao, and they nail you on the way in, and your momentum does half of the work for them. That's pretty much how Floyd and Tyson Fury can knock people out right now. You're going to have to be coming at them, and they're going to run you into something. Okay, back to the Marquez Pacquiao analogy. On that knockout, let's see if we can pull that one up right here. There it is. On that knockout right there, if you see this knockout, Pacquiao is not only coming toward Marquez, but look how Marquez digs his feet into the floor. But guess what that does when you do that? Deontay Wilder does this. Knockout punchers do this. They dig their feet into the floor, but that leaves you what? Vulnerable. You are vulnerable for your opponent's fire, for their backfire, for them coming back at you. That's why you don't see a lot of times Floyd or Tyson Fury in the exchange. You used to see Pretty Boy Floyd in the exchange, but you don't see Tyson Fury and Manny Mayweather firing in the exchange. No, they want to get out of the way when you're firing and catch you slipping or counterpunch you. They're not going to dig in right there and stay in front of you, because that leaves you vulnerable. But Marquez dug in right there. Pacquiao was coming in, he was digging in, Pacquiao ran right into it, bug on the windshield, train wreck, whatever analogy you want to use. That's why the knockout was so lethal, because of digging into the floor and him coming forward. This is something that Mayweather and Tyson Fury just really don't want to do. They don't want to dig their feet into the mat like that. That's just not how they work. They don't punch that way. They punch at you. Just think when you see them punch, when they just stick you, move, stick you, move. Just like the video we showed of Floyd. He's sticking Marquez, then he's moving. Look at Tyson Fury. That's what he does. He's sticking you and he's getting out of the way. They're almost already going into their defensive move as they punch. They're not sitting down on their punches. This famous clip of Tyson Fury punching himself in the face, running for him, play it. The famous clip of Tyson Fury punching himself in the face with the uppercut. You want to know why he did that? Because he wasn't even really sitting down in the floor. He was throwing that uppercut short and quick. He had his man tied, backed up against the ropes. A lot of fighters would have just stepped in there and just dug in and tried to knock the guy's face off. Fury was just trying to score that uppercut, get in there fast and thick, and he was pulling it short. He was throwing a defensive type of uppercut where he could leave himself room and not be too heavily committed to his front foot, and he could slip out the back or slip to the side. In this case, it's like he was kind of trying to back up if you look at it, and he hit himself right in the face. That's why he did it, because he didn't want to get down and set his feet and put his feet on the floor. Reason number two, the reason they don't do it, the reason they don't score knockdowns is what? They don't want to step on the mat. Okay, let's give this last reason so I can let y'all go. I just like to keep y'all, about 15, 20 minutes, chop up some boxing a little bit. Oh, and if you hadn't hit that subscribe button, why are you tripping? Hit that subscribe button. It's your man, Amazing Eric, Amazing Combat Sports. We're talking boxing. We're talking MMA. That's what we do on this channel. We just chop it up. We don't have to be experts. We just talk the sport because we love the sport. Amen? Okay, anyway, reason number three, final reason, and I'll let you guys go. Thank you for sticking with us this long. The last reason I say Floyd Mayweather and Tyson Fury do not score knockdowns is what? Defensive first fighters. Not only are they defensive first fighters, they're defensive first, second, third, and fourth. If it was football, they run defense, first down, second down, third down, fourth. They would never go on offense. They're defensive-minded fighters. Let's go back to a clip. I want you guys to look at this. Floyd Mayweather and Juan Manuel Marquez again. Check this clip out. Look, this is when Floyd scores the knockdown. Floyd scores the knockdown, but don't get so in love with that beautiful left hook he landed, because it was beautiful. Oh, was it beautiful? Oh, it was lovely now. But also pay attention to Floyd. Look, as this punch lands, he is not expecting Marquez to go down because he's already starting his defensive move. As Marquez is falling to the ground, Floyd Mayweather is dodging his counter right hand because he is a defensive first, second, third, fourth fighter. These guys throw punches thinking about defense. So when they throw a punch at you, they have already started to move. Look at Tyson Fury, a few more clips of him. Look how he's leaning back, pulling away. He's throwing punches, but he's pulling away. As they throw, you saw him doing this with Deontay Wilder a lot, throwing back, pulling away. When Floyd and Tyson Fury throw hard, they're not throwing hard to knock you out. They're throwing hard to back you up off of them, so it's still defense. When Floyd Mayweather, because somebody might come in the comment section, especially when you talk about Floyd Mayweather, Lord, when you talk about Floyd Mayweather, his fans, and I want to do a video later on Floyd Mayweather fans and how they make me sick sometimes, because I used to be one of them just like that, and it makes me sick to look back on some of the stuff I used to say and do. But Floyd Mayweather fans get mad at you. What about this? What about this? What about this? They always take everything so offensive. Floyd Mayweather is, for everything he does outside of the ring, and I wish he would just go sit down somewhere right now. Go on, Floyd. Let somebody else have it. You're getting on my nerves. I'll do that video later. But this man, even Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, brilliant inside the ring, master technician. But if you think about when Floyd came out and sit down against Canelo, he came right and got in the middle of the ring, big boy style, came out, put his shoulder out there first like he was ready to bang. He did it with Manny Pacquiao. He was looking to touch Manny Pacquiao early. It wasn't even because I'm going to try to knock Canelo out right now. That's not what he was doing. Floyd was throwing his punches and trying to send a message to Canelo so Canelo would back off of him a little bit and Canelo wouldn't rush him. Even though it was offense, it was still defense. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're always on defense. When Tyson Fury would make those stands against Deontay Wilder, do you think that was offensive, just totally offensive minded? No, he was getting tired. Deontay was coming on and he needed Deontay to back off a little bit. If he felt like Deontay was coming on, he needed him to back off. He was trying to give Deontay Wilder something to think about. He wasn't really trying to clip Deontay like that, because a few times to me, he buzzed Deontay. A couple of times I felt like he buzzed Deontay. But I'm going to tell you like this. If Deontay Wilder would have been fighting Deontay Wilder right then, he would have either knocked him down or stopped him. Oh, I'm going to say that again because somebody didn't get that. If Deontay Wilder would have been fighting Deontay Wilder that night, when Tyson Fury kind of buzzed him with a 1-2, he would have either knocked him down or stopped him right there, because the bronze bomb will be trying to knock your jaw into the 9th row. Not the 1st row, not the 2nd through the 8th, the 9th row. That's what he's trying to do. So when they throw harder, it's still defense because they're trying to cause you to back off of them a little bit. They're trying to put it in your mind, you can get clipped if you step to me reckless. It worked. It worked with Pacquiao for Floyd. It worked with Canelo for Floyd. They knew they just couldn't come in reckless or they could get clipped. To a certain point, I did think it worked with Tyson Fury with Deontay, because he was throwing those punches, especially in the 12th round after he woke up from the dead and arose and just came back. When he came back and kind of buzzed Deontay right after that, it made Deontay stop. because Deontay knew, hey, I'm tired, he's tired. I don't want to get clipped and give back those 2 points I just grabbed. So Deontay had to play the smart game right there, because Tyson Fury sit down on a few punches, but he was really letting Deontay know, hey, it's still some life here. I'm still punching. So that's why your boy thinks Tyson Fury and Floyd Mayweather don't score knockouts. Because A, they don't want to. Because B, they don't want to step on the mat. And because C, they are defensive first, second, third, and fourth fighters. All right, that's it for this video. You guys make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment, show some love to your boy, man. We all just boxing fans in here. You guys have a good night, have a good weekend, day, whenever you hear this. Until the next one, it's your man, Amazing Eric with Amazing Combat Sports. I'm out of this thing, y'all.